Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Childcare Business Growth podcast. In this episode, I'm going to be talking to you about why video is now more important than ever. Caring for children has always been one of the deepest and most satisfying things a human being can do. The world is changing and there's never been a more important time for childcare business owners to start marketing their businesses. In this podcast, we're going to be talking about everything that can help you grow your childcare business and stand out in a crowded market. Welcome to the Childcare Business Growth podcast. So as I mentioned, today's episode is all about the importance of video. So I'm going to be talking to you guys about why video is so important, not only in childcare, but in any business right now. Video, if you think about this, think about it when you scroll through your phone, when you scroll through and you look at things like Facebook or social media or TikTok, whatever it is right now, most of the content that you are consuming is video. You're watching video all the time. Facebook has even said by the end of 2021, they think that all their content online will be video. So if you're not doing video in your business right now, now is more important time than ever to be focused on video. So I just want to talk to you guys about some other reasons why video is so important. One of the best things about video, you're watching this video right now, you might be listening to the content online through audio, through a podcast, but the reality is that what it allows you to do is get across raw emotion. So for example, if I am, getting excited in a video, it's more engaging for people. If I want to express, sadness, I can obviously be sad and I can show that emotion. Think about that when you watch a film and you can see all the people's expressions. You listen to the music, you listen to how that person's feeling. So think about maybe a testimonial from a parent, for example. If you're watching a parent testimonial, you can actually listen to how that parent's feeling. They are giving you their raw emotions of, their experiences when they came to look around your childcare facility, when they actually met your team and how you made them feel and how you made their child feel. This does not need to be some perfected, big production. It's just people speaking from the heart. And the other great thing about video is that you can recycle the content. So for example, if you were to record a parent testimonial, you can put that on your website, you can put it on Google My Business, you can put it on Facebook. It's great that you can repurpose the content and put it in multiple places. So I want to give you 3 types of video that you can use in your business from today. The first one is a type of promotional video where you tell your story. All I want you guys to do is to pick up your phone, turn it sideways, and I want you just to talk to camera and start to tell your story about why you set up your childcare business in the first place. Now, some of you are going to be maybe a bit scared by doing that, but don't worry. The big thing I want you to get from this is it doesn't matter what other people think about you. Okay, just get over that fact. The quicker you put out your story and you share the emotion around why you set up your childcare business in the first place, you'll connect with people straight away. Even if it's just one person that hears your story, they'll share with someone else. That emotion and that raw feeling about why you were so passionate about setting up your business in the first place is so important to capture on camera. You might have this written down. It might be on your website. It might be in brochures. But guys, I cannot stress to you the importance of recording your story. Now, you may not get it right the first time. Just take a few times, just record it, practice it yourself, and just take the time to record your story and tell people out there why you're so passionate about what you do. The next one I want you to think about is recording a virtual tour. So what I want you to do again is pick up your phone and take people around your childcare business. You don't have to have the children involved, but all you're doing is you're showing off the amazing facility you have. Because sometimes photos don't do it justice and you can't tell parents all the amazing things that you do. So I want you to pick up your phone, show them around and tell them about all these amazing facilities and the features and benefits that you have in your childcare business. And the last one I want to talk to you guys about is testimonials. When I first started recording testimonials for our clients, it was a light bulb moment for me because what those testimonials did was allow individuals to speak from the heart. Think about this when you read reviews online, okay? Or someone sends you an email even. It's very easy for you to take the wording in that email the wrong way. But when you're speaking or listening to someone on a video, you can actually listen to that raw emotion. You can see their expressions. You can connect with the same points that they are going through. So I want you guys to just set up your phone, even if you just hold it sideways, okay? Or just get a little tripod. And I just want you to go out there and ask some of your families for little mini testimonials about why they came along to your childcare business, okay? And some simple tips of how you can do that. One of the best times to do this, more than ever, is at graduations. Think about that. When all these parents come along, they've been with you maybe for a couple of years now, and that raw emotion, that celebration of their child graduating, you know, a lot of people get quite tearful at times like that. So now more than ever is a perfect time to get that testimonial. So whenever we run a graduation event at the end of every year, we always grab the parents at the end and say, hey, you know, mum, dad, it's been such a pleasure to have you in a childcare business. Do you know what? We want to share your story. We'd like to get more families like you into our childcare business. Would you mind recording a quick video? And 99% of the time, parents will say, of course I will. You've done everything for us. It's so amazing. Of course I'll record a video. Just take them to the side and ask them a couple of questions about why they chose your childcare business in the first place, how their child's developed, the relationship they have with you and your amazing team, and why they would recommend you to others. Guys, I cannot stress the importance of getting testimonials into your business. So here are some tips on how you can get those testimonials recorded and the types of questions to ask those parents. So the first one you want to ask them is, just tell us a little bit about yourself and your child and your experiences here at our facility, okay? And what they'll start to do is just open up about all the amazing things that your team have done. Then we're going to go into more specific questions. Tell us why you chose our childcare business in the first place. And what I want you to do here, I want you to ask the parent to include the question in the answer. So for example, tell us why you chose our childcare business in the first place. The reason why we chose this childcare business is because, so you want them to include the name. The reason why we chose ABC Childcare is because, and then they'll tell you why. The next we ask them is, how do you feel about the team here that we have this childcare business? And then they'll start to tell you about individual team members, or Miss Clark, or you know, Lisa, how amazing they've been and how they really supported and nurtured your child during that time. But also not only being there for your child, how they've been there for you as well. And you simply can't get that recorded in a normal written testimonial. And one of the last ones we always ask parents to say is, how has your child developed since being here? And they start to tell you about all those experiences of how they took their first steps, how they said their first words. And the parents usually get quite emotional at that. And the very last one we ask the parents for is a call to action. What would you say to other parents looking for childcare right now? And then they start to tell them. Because what we ultimately want to give here is anyone watching this video, we want to give them a simple call to action. So in other words, you know, I'd really recommend coming to this childcare business because they're amazing. Lisa really looks after my child. And, you know, for any other parent out there right now looking for childcare, I would definitely recommend just come along, have a look, meet the team. You'll be amazed at all the amazing things you do. The family culture here, you just can't get anything like it. I remember when we recorded a video like this for one of our customers. And it's when I first started out and just recorded a video on my phone. And it was 1.5 minutes of this parent just saying, you just have to come here to know what it feels like. No words on paper will ever describe the feeling that you get when you come through the door. Now just think about that. If you can add a bit of background music to that video, just think about that raw emotion, that connection that will give other parents looking for childcare in your area. Another great fun video you can do that we always like doing with our clients is interviewing some of the children. Just sitting them down. If you've ever seen those videos on YouTube or on those television programs where the kids say all those funny things, this video is an amazing video you can do, and it always gets great interaction when you put it out online, on social media, on your website, wherever you put it. I promise you, if you just sit the children down, obviously get permission from the parents and the guardians, etc., but just sit the children down in a small little group of their friends and ask them what do they love about coming to your daycare facility. Or you can ask them things like, you know, who are their friends, what are their favorite teachers, or what other things do they like doing on a day-to-day basis. Why do they like coming every single day? So video testimonials are so important because it gets that raw emotional connection with your audience. And the final thing I want to talk to you guys about testimonials is how testimonials are so important in recruitment. One of the most common problems I find, not only in the childcare industry, but other industries, is that we all try and recruit the same way. Okay? But the reality is that when you are marketing your childcare business to get more great quality staff on there, you have to think about how do you stand out from the competition? Because if you think about this, the cream of the crop, the top childcare people out there, the ones that we're all fighting for, they have all these job opportunities that are open to them. Why should they come and work for you over anyone else? So one of the great things about you recording some of your team on Testimonials is they talk about all the amazing things, the features, the benefits, and what they like about working for your childcare business. So if someone out there is looking for a job and thinking about, well, which childcare business shall I go and work for? I promise you, video will help you stand out from your competition. Hey, are you a childcare business owner looking for ideas to stand out from your competition? If so, want to get a free copy of our book, 207 Ways to Market Your Childcare Business. To get your free copy, just go to our website, childcarebusinessgrowth.com, and we'll get it shipped out to you. So we've spoken about why you should do video. Now I want to talk about how you should do the videos. Now the first tip I want to give you guys is it does not need to be professional, okay? I just want you to go out there and start recording. One of the biggest barriers I find with businesses is that they'll say, well, I need to get a professional crew in, it's going to cost me a lot of money. No, it doesn't. Okay, if you want to film a professional production later on, that's fine. But the reality is right now, guys, most of the phones that are available to you guys are really good quality and you can make videos very, very easy on your phone. Tip number 2 is you don't need to edit the videos yourself. You can simply record the video on your phone and you can upload it to multiple websites online where there are so many people out there right now that will edit the video for you, that are professional editors, and they will do it really cheap. Okay, so just go to sites like Fiverr, for example, online, and you will see that there are people out there right now that will edit your video for literally $5. And tip number 3 is make sure you include the questions in the answers. So we spoke about this briefly earlier, but why does your child like coming to our amazing childcare facility? Well, the reason that I come into our childcare facility is because this. What that does, it gives context to the answer. So for example, if I was to ask that question, say, why does your child like coming to our amazing childcare facility? And my response was, they like it because they have fun with their friends. It doesn't have any context. I want you to make sure that you always include the question in the answer. And then you can just take that video, send it over to a website like Fiverr, and they will get it edited for you. And the last and the most important thing I want to cover off in video is don't worry what other people think about you. Now, think about this. Okay, I'm a bald-headed man that is helping childcare business owners around the world. Now, I remember getting on an interview with someone one day, a gentleman that is an amazing copywriter, a great marketer, and I said, I want you to help me reach more childcare providers out there. I want a mission to help them. And we jumped on Zoom, and the first thing this guy did when he came on was go, whoa! Well, the first thing I would do is not have you present it. And when I looked at that, I reflected on that. When I first watched it, I thought, okay, I take on board his point. I'm quite sad by that. But I didn't let it put me off because as far as I'm concerned, I know what my mission is. I know what my goal is. I know that I want to help childcare providers be free from being a slave to their business. I want them to enjoy the job that they do and also have a successful business that allows them to do the things that they want outside of their business too, whether that's spending more time with their family or friends or whatever that might be. But the reality is that so many childcare business owners right now are a slave to their business. And I know if I'm going to help those childcare providers, video is a vital component of me doing that. So I don't particularly care if some people don't connect with me because that's fine. I can't help everyone. But the reality is that if you're going to help people in life, you need to be polarizing. You're not going to have a big impact on the world if you're prepared to sit on the fence and be in the middle. And the reality is that other people's opinions of you don't matter. All that matters is that you're clear on your vision and you know the families that you want to help. So I promise you that when you start to share your mission and your vision with people and they start to connect with you, you'll attract the right customer. Do you know, so many childcare businesses say to me, oh, I've got customers that I hate right now. And that's usually because we're being neutral. We're being so vanilla, we're staying in the middle that we don't attract the ideal customers that we want, okay? So guys, if I'm gonna leave you with anything from this podcast, don't worry what other people think about you. Just practice, practice, and practice. You know, my 9-year-old son gets up on stage with me and he does a little piece to camera every now and again. He says, when you first start doing video, you'll suck. And then you start doing a bit more, you'll suck a bit less. And eventually you'll suck that little that you'll eventually become good. When I first started doing video, I wasn't confident, but I've grown in confidence. Yes, I can keep improving, but I know what my mission is and you know what your mission is. So go out there, share your message, and I promise you, you'll start to attract the right customers into your childcare business. We're on a mission to help business owners just like you to get more customers into their businesses and to help you stand out from your competition. If you'd like to find out more about the ways we can help your business, check out our website at childcarebusinessgrowth.com.